I say the whole world must learn of our peaceful ways. By force.
In this video, I am going to try and conquer the galaxy without firing a single shot. In this diplomatic conquest challenge, I will try and convince every other sapient in the known universe that the only way to live is under my direct rule. I will of course be throwing in a mix of roleplay into this challenge run, but before we go any further, I do need to say a massive thank you to Stardock for sponsoring this challenge run. I will be attempting this challenge in Galactic Civilizations IV Supernova. I have been playing in early access, and you can also grab this great game in early access by following the link down in the description below. So without any further ado or interruptions, let's dive in and find out which civilization we will be leading today. Let me introduce you to the human race, aka the Terran Alliance. This isn't the normal Terran Alliance you might know and love. You see, these Terrans are completely pacifist, believing entirely that war is wrong and violence is evil. They advocate for the resolution of conflict through peaceful negotiations and mutual respect. And they are absolutely certain in their belief. That's going to increase our influence by +2 and grant us 30 research every time a culture trait is unlocked. We're also apparently deeply empathetic, increasing our diplomacy ability and persuasion just a little bit more. To top that off, we are likable, meaning we're going to get +2 extra diplomacy. That's going to be crucial in order to succeed at this challenge, and influential, granting us 15% additional influence growth. Again, crucial to complete this challenge. On the other hand though, we are completely terrible at lying. We're getting a -10 on deception because honestly we're such bad liars and we would never build a fleet to defend ourselves, we promise. These are the game settings I'm going to be using today, and jumping over to the advanced settings, I'm going to point out that we can go for either an influence victory to achieve this challenge or an alliance victory. Both of those would be completely acceptable for us today. We're going to throw in some old favorites like the Dragon and the Yaw, so it's definitely going to be no cakewalk. We've got some pretty brutal militarists out there in the galaxy that we are going to have to defeat through the powers of peace. Despite being the youngest race in the galaxy, the Terrans are perhaps the most dangerous. Except today. Inventors of the hyperdrive, it was our decision to spread it to our neighbors, which led to the current arms race the galaxy finds itself in. Although Terrans present themselves as a peaceful and diplomatic people, their reputation is far more mixed. We possess a flair for violence and a willingness to exercise it. Although Terrans find nothing strange about this dichotomy, many of their galactic peers regard it as alarming, even duplicitous. We're going to be firmly staying on the side of pacifism though today, ladies and gentlemen. Do not worry about it at all. There are a couple of stars around us in this local cluster. Let's fly off out and see what we can find. I'm going to be sending out my probe, the TAS Thea, on a long-range mission. That is because they have the unlimited range special ability, meaning they can go much further than my regular ships, which have a limited range. We're going to use some of our special credits to rush a colony. That's going to be helpful. And we'll rush a couple of manufacturing districts to get things started on the home world. In order to influence people, we're going to need to meet them first. Let's start with the Universal Translator. That's going to be our go-to here. Though before that, I should probably research colonial policies. Yeah, we'll do that one first so we actually can have research districts at some point. We have unlocked a civilizational policy. The Terran Alliance is happy to note that Earth is now and forever the heart of our empire. That's going to grant us more influence growth, which means this glowing blue disc here representing our space is going to get larger and larger and larger. We've been searching out in the void for a new place to call home, a second Earth, if you will. And it looks like Oberon here might be just that. The only issue is that someone is already living there and we are darnably pacifist, so I can't invade them, but hopefully we'll get them to convert over to our side very soon. They are, after all, only a minor civilization. The same is true actually of District 1 here, another minor civilization. Well, we found our first aliens, but we have absolutely no idea what they're saying. Enora said nerat ho casarel usekres getexeg sanas diel Bradley. Renek terans toi adieno ses nomi. Exactly. I mean, doesn't it just make sense? Yes. Bye-bye. Well, we're going to keep searching for intelligent life. I'm sure it's out there. The Galactic News Network has just published a list of the top 5 innovators of the cosmos. In number 1 is Unknown Civilization number 6, followed by Unknown Civilization number 2, Unknown Civilization number 8 is third, and then Unknown Civilizations 3 and 4 leading up the rear. Yes, we're not even in the top 5 of a list that we don't understand. Brilliant. With the establishment of our first colony, the human race have taken us first steps into the galaxy. Our colonists represent everything which makes our people great, and with that they'll have every chance of thriving on this new alien world. It's Mars, the red planet, huzzah! The Sojourner has landed. We can gain a leader, gain +1 minerals, or +1 technology. I think we'll go with +1 technology. With Universal Translator well and truly out of the way, we can finally speak to somebody. And we have a trade proposal for them, oh goodness me. We're going to start by just opening our borders because we're really nice. And then we've met the Iconians, weird looking folks. I hear that they're very old, but don't worry, their creations always go well, don't ask about the yore. And we've met some definitely not humans. Oh, we kill them with kindness. Let's do that. And we can take the peacekeeping trait for more diplomacy. So we're going down the cultural progression track here, and we're trying to get all the way up to sanctuary, which is definitely going to help. Right, let's pop those extra constructors somewhere useful. We will first and foremost build a communication starbase. We want to speak to the other people of the galaxy. With that, we build our first permanent structure in space. Well, we built some before, but nothing like this. It dwarfs every previous attempt, and oh boy, does it look beautiful. And if you're enjoying this video, please culturally assimilate that like button. We can't really add anything yet, but we do get +1 influence growth and +5 influence growth and +10% influence growth. Lots of bonuses. Excellent. We're starting to get some production up and off the ground on Earth here. We have a planetary generator now online. The capital city is doing excellently. And we have a capital mainframe that's going to be built soon. That is actually really good. I'm going to build that one in first. It's only going to take us 2 more turns to get there, and then we're going to be great when we're there. Let's see. With the asteroid mining technology, we can now mine a bunch of asteroids. You see they've gone nice and blue, showing that we are indeed mining them. Let's mine these ones as well. That should grant, yes, a small amount of additional production value that we can send over to Earth. So with that, we've now got hyperwave radio up and running. That's definitely not an Asimov reference. A little bit of subspace scanning would probably be nice. I'm going to throw that down. And can we afford it? Yes, I think we can. Let's get some research grants up and running, people. A trade offer. In exchange for 206 credits, hyperwave radio, asteroid mining, and open borders, we will get a bunch of weapons. No, we don't want any of that. How about we take starbase modules and we exchange it for asteroid mining and research districts, and we open our borders and we give them the exact right amount of credits to make them happy. This seems fine. I should probably assign some leaders, you know. Raymond Rakotic would be an excellent Minister of Technology with 10 intelligence. That's a massive bonus. Oh, and everyone just loves us because we're right. All right, pacifism is right, darn it. We're completely correct. We're also not cosmic pioneers, apparently. We suck. But we don't mind. We'll get somewhere. Constructing mining starbases allows us to access rare resources like durantium for the first time. And also the slightly easier to collect Illyrium, which is just kind of out there in big globules in space. We still don't want the space weapons. How many times do we have to tell you, aliens? Leave us alone with the weapons. Thanks to that durantium mine, we now actually have enough to upgrade this starbase. Let's do it. Well, we met the dragon over here. Let's build a military starbase. I think we might need it. Everyone is so obsessed with weapons. Here we are trying to offer technologies like hyperwave radio and translators, and they just have shuttles and space weapons and weapon systems, honestly. Good day. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. Why? Well, we've uncovered a weapon artifact suspected to be of Dreadlord origin. Of course, we're far too great to use it. We would never think to do that. So instead, I'm going to sell it to the highest bidder. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Well, the Drenjin are very angry. Apparently, somebody who is of political disrepute on their world has ended up on ours as a traitor. We could deliver them back for increased relations or refuse to give in. I'm going to hand them over because we want relations. Stop offering. Right, what do I get rid of armed shuttles? Space elevators is fine. We just don't want the weapons. I mean, to be fair, we don't want the open borders either. Let's just do this. Yes. Good. The GNN are happy to report the Terran Alliance are also not among the top 5 populous nations. How sweet. Altruism is the next step in our diplomacy. That grants us even more diplomacy and 10% of all inputs from all homeworlds of civilizations we have a friendly relationship with, boosting the planet Earth yet further. Well, the Iconians are demanding antimatter we don't have. I guess I could give it to them? They seem to be claiming we've been infiltrating their dreams, which would be crazy. We'd never do that. We'll give them the antimatter. Oh, and in our surveying of the galaxy, we found a mysterious cargo container. Inside that cargo container is a planetary culture module. This will grant +3 cultural significance to any planet we want. Excellent. And by constructing a starbase around this black hole, a risky business if you ask me, we can now mine antimatter, an even riskier business. Yes, mining antimatter. What a genius idea. Let's do that. Oh, we've got some trade possibly on the table. They want to give us thulium credits, leadership recruiting and planetology for trade networks, and starbase refinery. You know what? This is acceptable. Let's do it. Oh, we could free the media, or we could go with cultural values that would impact our diplomacy. Yikes. You know what? We're going to free the media just so that everybody out there absolutely loves our little civilization just that little bit more. Would you look at that? We are #1 in the galaxy for approval, according to GNN and our own surveys. There is only one box to tick on our survey because, of course, you approve of the Terran Republic. Terran Alliance, Terran, whoever we are, the Terran people. With minimal ceremony, the first of our trading frigates pushes away from its slip. When it returns, it will contain a small portion of the galaxy's wealth, the first in what will surely be a long series of profitable exchanges for the Terran people. It looks like Lord Kona is starting to notice that we are ripe for conquest. Let's try and make it so he doesn't think that that's a great idea. Okay, he has a lot of military technology. Okay, Lord Kona, I see you there, buddy. I mean, we give exploration, and they give open borders, space weapons, weapon systems, and space doctrine. I don't really think I can say no to that. I won't use the weapons. I promise. I pinky promise. I guess we'll open up free trade, because crime is never a problem. Earth is always very, very safe from crime. I think we've got no crime. I think we have 0 crime. Completely ignoring all of the violence in human history, the Terran Alliance stuck steadfastly to their policy of 0 weapons. As long as you don't count the weapon designs we have, or the weapons on our star bases, or our foot soldiers, yes, 0 weapons. I can't imagine DL Bradley would ever need them anyway. Everyone is very, very happy with us, except the Drengen. We need to do something about these folks. Let's hire a new diplomat, and that will hopefully get things going. Oh, a lot of people are at war with the Drengen, though. That means we maybe have to worry about them less. Perhaps if we can not fight ourselves, we can convince others to fight for us. It would be such a shame if these things ended up having to fight on our behalf, or possibly the corporate sector. Yes, I'm sure they could be brought in. Grabbing alliances should help us cement that idea. We could either grab now Serenity, which grants all of our pacifist citizens quadrupled stats, pretty great, or Peacefulness, allowing us to unlock the United Planets. Yes, we're one step closer to the United Federation of Planets. And we're not the bad guys. Let's see, diplomacy bonus +3 and influence growth +5%, along with +3 levels to influence. I think the answer is yes, we would like that very much. We've now unlocked the Minister of Finance, Minister of Defense, and the Minister of Health. We should probably recruit some more folks so that we can fill those positions. Let's see. Someone with a high social ranking sounds good. Let's grab Marcy Drogo. And we'll throw you in as the Minister of Finance. I'd love to get a Minister of Culture, but it requires colonial bureaucracy. I should look into that. So we seem to have some fighters. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop those in orbit around Earth because we don't want them, but they happen to be there. They just got rewarded through a technology that I was traded. Not my fault. If we grant them an exploration treaty, they will grant a cultural treaty and a free trade agreement. Well, let's see if we can grab a technology as well. Here we go. They're happy to now give away subspace streaming for a couple of technologies, but the important point is we're now getting a cultural treaty with the Dragon. They will know our peaceful ways very, very soon. And at the edge of this quadrant, there seems to be some sort of subspace anomaly. My scientists tell me it's a gate. I don't really like to listen to them. They're not pacifist enough for my taste. How many times do I have to tell you we don't want guns? But we could agree to all of this, and I guess we'll just borrow all of your special strategic resources. Yes, you don't need those. Let's see. They're more than happy. Why do they love this so much? A non-aggression pact, free trade agreement, cultural treaty, and research treaty. Surely this benefits us the most. But hooray, we're all so happy. We'll grab colonial bureaucracy, and then I think we'll switch into stellar immigration for more influence. Overall, this is going exactly as planned. Out of nowhere, the Earth has been set ablaze, not with the radiance of the sun, but with the fires of civil strife. Our people, torn apart by feuds and new animosities, skirmish beneath these skies. The unsettled atmosphere grows thick with tension. Reports of skirmishes and civil unrest flood the communications channels, despite my best attempts. Do we intervene to restore order, or let them murder each other until the problem is solved? I think...
let them fight.
Well, this means for the first time ever, we now have crime on the planet Earth. I promise it's never happened before. Oh, New Iconia is now within range of our trading fleets. Let's send them off. And we're going to try and make a proposal with the Iconians. ISO the Wise. Let's see what you'll grant us. You'll just give it all. There's no problem. This is all good, is it? And a non-aggression and open borders. What on earth? Yes, diplomacy. Isn't it great? They love us so much. Let's do it. Excellent. An alliance. We're BFFs. You know who else would be? I'd love to ally with the Altarians. Let's put the same deal on the table. And oh look, they absolutely love us. Our diplomacy has out-diplomasied their brains. Let's see if we can get some free stuff as well. We can get a lot of free stuff. Oh, beautiful. Excellent. We've got 2 allies. Let's grab a third. Open Borders Alliance, non-aggression, cultural research. Yes, they love it as well. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Well, let's take a look at the diplomacy graph. Yes, we have 3 allies within our sphere. Excellent. We have an empty policy slot. Wow. You know, as a proto-federation, I think cultural values is the next step forward on our lifelong achievement plan. We do have 96% approval. We could reduce the tax rate. Yeah, let's reduce taxes. Let's make everyone love us even more. We have a lot of star bases. Defending them peacefully, probably a good idea. Let's grab Starbase Defense Grid. Of course, insight into these 3 technologies is granted at a 50% research speed bonus, so it's much faster to go with the ones we roll rather than picking from the long list, though preferred lending is starting to look really good. In terms of trade, we actually have 4 available licenses left, so let's build some more freighters. Unfortunately, pests that originated from our homeworld due to the trade we set up, yeah, well, they are now demanding some costs to cover the environmental damage, but we don't have the money, so no, please don't hurt us. I mean, I think they're net friendly still, but please don't hurt us. Well, we're basically being forced into this. We'd love to have a research agreement and a cultural alliance with the not humans, but they want to give us weapon tech. I mean, we'll take it, okay? We'll take it. We're not researching it. We're just accepting it for now. Antimatter is worth a pretty penny at the moment. It would be a darn shame if someone were to collapse the market by selling off a large amount of their reserve. Ooh, we've made a lot of money doing that, though. Lovely. We've made it to the end of the pacifism path. We have some areas that we've not unlocked, like charity, empathy, and serenity. I'm sure they don't matter, but now we will unlock sanctuary. In a galaxy of turmoil, the Terran Alliance stands as a beacon of hope, a refuge, and other such. Just we're in charge, okay? The Altarian Republic would like to mark this friendship with a gift of knowledge of planetary invasion. I don't want it. There's literally nothing I can do. We are the good guys. We don't need to invade planets. We leave that to other people. Now, let's see. I'm thinking some more modules might be useful, and then possibly a freighter and another module. We need those modules to upgrade our great star bases like Sol Starbase 5 here, as those star bases are pushing our influence out into the cosmos, and soon we'll be able to start enveloping new planets. We're not conquering, we're showing them this is a better way. Ooh, the Kryn aren't liking us that much at the moment, and neither are the navigators. We're going downhill, but the Drengen are going uphill. That's good. I wonder if we maybe need to send a diplomat over here. Yes, let's do that. Anyone that doesn't like us must be shown the error of their ways. And we are now getting foreign influence on Bevan Prime, the first of the worlds of the aliens may fall under our control. Well, the Drengin would like us to send some warriors over to test the mental and physical prowess of our species. We'll lose some approval, but if we don't send these people to possibly die and represent the Terran Alliance, the proto-federation that we are, there could be issues, so we'll send them off. It's not our fault. Not our fault. We're almost there with the United Planets, and then very soon the galaxy will know that we're just so lovely. We've just completed our first subspace stream flight. With a flash and a trick of physics, we've gone zoom across the universe to another sector. Yes, here we are. TAS probe number 1 in another sector of the galaxy. And the alien influence from that sector is starting to leak into our own. We can only combat that, of course, with our star bases providing large amounts of root beer.
If you drink enough of it, you begin to like it.
Well, if you're enjoying this challenge run and you'd also like to get your hands on Galactic Civilizations IV, which is in early access now, but releases in full on October 19th, follow the link down in the description below. We are allegedly the weakest nation in the galaxy. That's entirely a lie. Let's wait until we start subsuming these worlds anytime now. Our foreign influence will cause them to rebel. This colony is in 84% rebellion. As soon as we get to that 100, I believe, we then control Bevan Prime, which will then add to our cultural revolution. And there we are. We've annexed the planet Bevan Prime from the Navigators and Bevan 4. Oh, it's the Snathy. Space is big enough, probably, for the both. Let's assign a governor to Bevan Prime, meaning we now have our first official colony. Excellent. Most excellent. A xenoanthropology center. Brilliant. Additional influence. Well, you know, we first probably should set up, let's see. I think we need just more manufacturing, really. Yep, the Bevan fleet, which, pretty big here. 2 big ships and another one. They're going to have to leave now because this is our space. The greatest military powers in the galaxy are the Minmot, the Altarians, the Navigators, the Drengin, and the Kryn. Well, the Drengin are my biggest worry, followed by the Kryn, but the Minmot are not yet on our side. If we can bring them on side, we'll have the Altarians as well, meaning everyone's going to protect us. The human conquest of the galaxy marched onwards, driven not by the sword or the gun or even the power of atomic weapons, but by the pleasant taste of a cold, fizzy beverage. So bubbly and cloying and happy. What force in the universe could stop the unrelenting march of our reasonably priced used flying cars? We're making 339.8 influence per month with a phenomenal stack of bonuses. As soon as this completes, which should be very, very soon, 2 turns, those bonuses are going to go up even more. It's going to be wild. Plus, we've just researched artificial general intelligence. What could go wrong? And the Navigators have absolutely no issue with this. I mean, yes, we've shared borders, we're ripe for conquest, and they wish they had our worlds, but we are forcing their worlds to revolt and join the Federation.
When the choice is to sign or to starve, there is no choice.
My diplomats tell me we have just negotiated an alliance, yes, with the Mimot Brotherhood, of all people. Now they absolutely love us. Our skill in diplomacy is unmatched. The TS Explorer was destroyed in an awful act of barbarity by the evil, snathy, squirrel-like people who just won't talk to us, and they're very angry, and they attack squirrels. We're close to subsuming 2 more planets as well. Aeneas and Marrow, which are actually in the Minos home system. That is where the Navigators are from. The Federation are such good guys, you know, we're just the best. Oh my goodness. There is the planet Aeneas. I wonder how the Navigators are taking this. Not too bad. However, the Kryn Syndicate over here, they might be a problem. Except if I give them a non-aggression pact, they will then accept an alliance. This is all too easy. Well, they didn't want the non-aggression pact. They actually wanted the cultural treaty and the free trade treaty. Those darned fools are now my ally. We have taken enemies and made them into friends. Even the Dragon are now happy to join up. We're all joining the Federation. Isn't it fun and nice and peaceful? Our borders now stretch out all the way to the Navigator's home world of Phlegius. Now they move across the planet and pass beyond it. The home world is now in revolt. Well, it looks like we're going to lose the TAS there. That's bad. I'm sure the TS Discovery will be fine, absolutely fine. Our influence wraps around the Iconians now. New Iconia will soon be ours. While the once mighty Drengins seem to be getting their butt handed to them, they're now less powerful than us, the Terrans, who are allegedly the weakest little empire in the galaxy.
I'm too weak. Don't kill me. Please.
We've done it. We've taken the Navigators' home planet. They have decided we're just much better at this than they are, and it's excellent. They have one planet remaining, which may fall to our cultural influence in a few months' time. Once their final planet becomes part of the Federation, which is what we clearly are. Look, we have the United Planets unique achievement on one of our worlds. Isn't that beautiful? A lovely place for shared visions of prosperity and cooperation. This world is actually really good. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm a bit confused about what's doing what, to be honest. Surveillance centers, industrial centers, planetary generators, xanthium extractors, starports, supply depots, trade networks. Goodness gracious me. Let's try putting down some housing. There go the Snathy. Poof. That could be a problem because we did used to have a shared enemy with the entire galaxy until they went away. There's no point letting all of these modules go to waste if the Drengen are going to fall by the wayside. We'll grab some of that. I could do with some Promethean as well, I suppose. They do have quite a lot of it. We'll take a touch of their thulium as well. What a great agreement. There we go. That's the final planet of the Navigators, which I believe... Oh yes, they have been destroyed. Not destroyed. They found a better way. Without firing a single shot, we have peacefully helped the Navigators navigate their way through this whole thing. Is this not navigated territory? I could have sworn this was navigated territory. We're pushing forward into Iconian space, very much so now. We will very soon have one of the planets in their home system, followed of course by Iconia itself. I mean New Iconia. Iconia doesn't exist, don't worry about it. It's not like there was a genocide or anything of space robots. Don't worry. Well, with Majesty, we might be able to form assimilation treaties. This is going to go well. Can't see any issues with that at all. 71% pollution. I feel like that might be a problem. Let's throw in a recycling center to reduce the pollution, because we are the solution to Phlegeus's pollution. And there go the Drengen Empire, not by our hands, of course. We would never do that. That is actually all down to the Mimot, who are now terrifyingly powerful. Their large fleets fly into our space, through it, around it. We can't really do anything about it. And yeah, they've got a lot of battle and conquest rating here. Not so good if they decide to turn their ships against us. But why would they? We're such good friends and allies. It looks like the Iconians are really happy with us now. They're about to join up. Sanctum has joined. New Iconia shouldn't be far behind. And their remaining worlds over here, well, they're just fine. Let's see if they have any important technologies we need before they go the way of the dodo. Oh, brilliant. High pollution has led to the birth of a new pathogen on Phlegeus. Yes, well, apparently we weren't the solution to Phlegeus's pollution. We can quarantine them. Yeah, our citizens become plagued. We get loss of influence growth. I think we quarantine them. Yeah. We're now pushing as a great federation our cultural influence across the subspace gate into this new sector. A sector lacking in our resolve and confidence. But it is a sector filled with the Yaw. The Yaw are merciless mechanical automatons that, well, they killed all the Iconians. They might just want to kill all of us. Speaking of the Yaw, they've now approached Governor Pranav Chandler of Phlegeus with an unusual request. They wish to set up an observation post to study our society and culture. In exchange, they are offering us advanced technology. Did they know that our technology is already the best in the world? I mean the best in the universe, because we made it. Excellent. Anyway, however, our citizens are deeply uncomfortable, as they should be, with the idea of being under the watchful eyes of the Yaw. While their technology is tempting, we must consider the well-being of our people. Declining might seem like an insult. Yeah, decline. We're not part of this ant farm malarkey. This is it. This is the galaxy. There are two main sectors. The Federation sector, and then I'm going to call this, the Dominion sector. That's good enough. The first planet we've ever managed to grab in the Epsilon system, well, that's now ours. Excellent. Back to the office, everybody. Oh, we've grabbed Kona, Valus, a whole host of planets. Goodness gracious me. And that is Iconia. Sorry, again, New Iconia, not Iconia. Iconia is very different. We don't have that one. Let's throw a dude on it. We can start using all of its stuff. Excellent. Something of a tourist hotspot, this one is. Oh, there goes the Iconian refuge. What is this? What is this? fireworks displayed everywhere. I think I know what's happened. We have achieved cultural domination over the entire galaxy. Aliens everywhere are now seeking to emulate our ways, adding or removing limbs as necessary to better fit their vision of the perfect life we lead. Who needs to conquer the bodies when you already own the hearts and the minds? And we did that all without firing a single shot, without building a single starbase. Let's take a look at the military power. So the Terrans, where are we? Oh look, we're down there on the bottom with stable power. Yes, excellent. Influence on the other hand, oh boy. There we are right at the top, zooming ahead to glorious victory. We were third with prestige, that's pretty good. Let's see, treasury-wise. Ooh, who was that? Somebody had a lot of money. We didn't really have very much ever. But that's actually something that took us ahead. We were leaps and bounds ahead technologically of all of our neighbors. Checking out our rankings here, we controlled the most parsecs linked to our homeworld. We destroyed no enemy ships, none at all. We lost 2 battles, technically, I suppose, because we didn't shoot anybody. Yeah, we did lose 2 ships, that wasn't great. Oof. Most population, though, we were pretty great there. And, yeah, most planets annexed, not conquered, annexed. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more Galactic Civilizations shenanigans, click the video on screen now.